Welcome to The Explainer. Okay, let's get right into it. What if you could actually talk to your data? And I don't mean, just running reports. I mean having a real back and forth conversation with your Google Analytics. Well, today we're going to dive into a brand new open source tool from Google that actually lets you do just that. So just for a second, forget about all those complex dashboards and clunky custom reports. Imagine you just open up a terminal and ask your analytics a question, a real question, in plain English, just like you'd ask a colleague. What would you ask, right? That simple idea, well, that's the whole point of the tech we're going to break down today. All right, enough hypotheticals. Let's see what this thing actually looks like in action. We're going to check out a real conversation someone had with their own website's Google Analytics data, and this is all being powered by Google's Gemini AI. And look, this isn't some simple show me my top pages kind of query. No, the user is asking for a comprehensive report. They want insights, and they even want suggestions on how to improve the website. That's a really complex, multi-part question. So the real test is, how does the AI handle something like that? And just like that, here's the first piece of the answer. The AI just gets it. It figures out that articles means blog posts, it grabs the top performing ones, and it even categorizes them by topic. I mean, that's the really brilliant part, right? It took a fuzzy human question, what are people interested in, and turned it into this perfectly clean, structured table, instantly. Okay, but it doesn't even stop there. And honestly, this next part is the real game changer. The AI doesn't just give you data, it gives you strategy. It's suggesting SEO improvements, making the site easier to navigate. And look at this. It even comes up with a super specific, brilliant idea for a call to action on the thank you page. This is where you see the leap from just spitting out data to providing real, actionable intelligence. So you're probably wondering, how on earth is this even possible? What's the magic behind the scenes that lets you have this kind of conversation? Well, let's pull back the curtain. We need to talk about the core technology here, and it's called the Model Context Protocol, or MCP for short. So, the MCP, what is it? Put simply, it's an open source tool that acts as the crucial missing link. It's what connects a super powerful large language model, like Gemini, directly to all the data living inside your own applications. Yeah, the absolute best way to picture this is as a bridge. Think about it. On one side of the river, you've got the incredible reasoning power of an LLM. And on the other side, you've got all this rich, valuable data just sitting there, locked inside your Google Analytics. The MCP server, it's the bridge that connects them, letting them talk to each other for the first time. And what this creates is a totally new way of working. I mean, the difference is night and day. The old way, you know the drill. Hours of manual work, pulling reports, staring at spreadsheets, trying to piece it all together yourself. The new way? You just ask a question in plain English, and you get a full report with actual suggestions, like in seconds. It's a huge leap forward. Okay, so at this point, you've seen what it can do, you get the basic idea behind it, and now you're probably thinking, all right, this is cool. How do I actually get this up and running for myself? And yeah, there are some technical steps for sure, but the whole process can be broken down into a pretty straightforward blueprint. First things first, let's do a quick check of what you'll need. You got to have a Google Cloud project with billing turned on. You'll need admin access to your GA4 property, and you need to have the G Cloud and Gemini command line tools installed. It's kind of like getting all your ingredients on the counter before you start cooking. The actual setup breaks down into 4 main steps. 1, you prep Google Cloud by making a service account and turning on the right analytics APIs. 2, you pop over to Google Analytics and give that new service account viewer access. 3, you configure the Gemini's CLI so it knows how to use this new MCP bridge. And finally, step 4, you launch the command line and just start asking questions. That's it. Okay, let's zoom out for a second here. Why is this such a big deal? Because what we're talking about isn't just another analytics tool. This is a fundamental shift, a whole new way of thinking about how we get to and understand our own data. Here's the big picture. For years, we've all been collecting these mountains of incredibly rich data, but getting the actual insights out of it, that's always been a specialized skill, right? It takes a lot of time and effort. This technology changes the whole equation.
It connects all that data that's just been sitting there directly to a powerful AI that can actually think about it. The person who put this demo together said it perfectly. The potential is just immense. Your Google Analytics is absolutely packed with gold, with valuable information. And by building this direct, conversational bridge, you can finally start to pull out all those amazing insights that had been hiding there, right in front of us, the whole time.
And really, that brings us to the most important point. This stuff is here. It's open source. It's ready to go. The only real limit now is the quality of the questions you can come up with. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. What are you going to ask your data first?